IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
To understand this very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And
remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
To understand this very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time comes to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere. From everywhere, all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Okpa, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they'll buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. Not in a three. You cannot. Not in a 3 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Eheri in Agulere, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. that at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world, because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now, to make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
Fellow Nigerian, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Noyerem Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, US-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government. Following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the US and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attack. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the US promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overran most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 U.S. trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. U.S. general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation some suggest currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3. Second,
I'm asking a very pertinent question. Is Nigeria working for you? Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired. Knew the solutions to Boko Haram till he finally became president. He asked ex-President Jonathan to resign because of insecurity. He cried empathetically. He promised to end Boko Haram in 3 months. But now, he's telling us he's done his best to arm the military. Why isn't he resigning? And darkness pervaded the land. After trying hard and giving excuses like he only plays a supervisory role, the ministry was assigned to someone else. Power grid, still they collapse. The NSAS protests were tagged insurrection. In fact, someone said Aisha Yusufu ought to be in jail for instigating violence. Then farmers were beheaded in Borno. Same person asked Aisha Yusufu to lead a protest. Aren't these people supposed to forbid hypocrisy? Is Nigeria working for any Nigerian today? from leaders hoarding food for the poor, receiving kickbacks from government contracts, to farmers needing permission to go to their farms. Is Nigeria gold for Zamfara and Niger Delta oil for Nigeria? Why is Hisba destroying alcohol, but their state governments receive federal allocation from monies received via taxation, including tax on alcoholic beverages? Why are some federal roads abandoned to bandits and kidnappers? Who is in charge of Nigeria's security? The president is talking tough this time. Most times, he's as shocked by the rest of us by the absence of good governance under him. Regardless of his campaign promises and the manifesto of his political party, Nigeria has rolled back in terms of development. From Naira continually losing its value to a recently launched locomotive trains breaking down in the middle of nowhere. Nigeria has to be working for some people, though. The government can do no wrong. To this set of people, their money isn't being stolen, even if the money is being borrowed, leaving debts for their own children to pay in future. Even if the leaders don't use public institutions, from sending their children to Ivy League schools abroad to getting medical treatment abroad, some people who have nothing and we need to donate money for their medical bills if they have a serious ailment, continue to hail the obvious lack of good governance till Nigeria happens to them. Then they get a little pissed. May Nigeria never happen to you. Say amen. We deserve better than the political class who go home with millions monthly to represent people who can't even afford to feed themselves. I am Olajumoke Alaode James. Nigeria is not working for me. Is Nigeria working for you?
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold in, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, spilling of blood will count our privilege. The will God which emboldens the free. Shall always be our flag of liberty.
IPOB one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Biafra, you must listen to that. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him very, very.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. This is live and direct on Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM, live and direct on Enterbiafra or platform, live and direct on Twitch, Twitter, live and direct on Enterbiafra YouTube, and of course on Enterbiafra live streaming app, and on all other platforms. This evening we came late, but here we are, thousands and thousands of people already logged in, waiting for us to start as usual. My fellow Biafrans and lovers of Biafra all over the world, good evening from here, from my location. I remain Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, the disciple of Ohamadike, by the special grace of God. I am the spiritual son on Biafra liberation and the restoration of Biafra. The last bus stop of Ndisabo and Ndizama and Ndisabo saboteurs and the betrayers of the struggle. The one that God will use to destroy the enemies. The one that when you put your hand, Okwerege, this is not by my power, but I believe that God also made me to be one of those that will restore Biafra. I have come this evening to expose the atrocities of the Nigeria government. The atrocities. What the Nigeria DSS, in collaboration with some people within the IPOB, did in Barrister Ejiofor's house. And question mark, Biafrans should ask Nelly Ofebu the question I am going to ask today. I want Biafrans to listen very carefully and ask Nelly Ofebu question about the invasion of Barrister Ejiofor's house on the 6th of June, 2021. I want you all to understand the reason why a question must be asked. And I'm going to tell you, this is live broadcast, live and direct. And I'm going to ask you, because that was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was betrayed. That was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu betrayal started in June last year. And by that attack, they have perfected to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And like you all know, Nelly Ofebu confessed to her native doctor of having hand in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not only that she confessed, The native doctor also confirmed it. So, because apart from that, all the evidences we have gathered against her begin to make sense. So I want to inform Biafrans that the beginning of the exposition of those behind the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu start now. We are not going to be distracted. This is needed. We are not going to, there are some things we are not going to make public yet. So I want entire Biafrans to understand that Nelly Ofebu confessed to her own native doctor that her hand was in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And because of that, the native doctor did what he did and mandated her to go and apologize and confess. So this exposition is not just about we are coming to lay accusation, because this is what she knows already. And there were also allegations of some people that are involved in it. So that is why those who are so desperate, when you look at them with one eye. Look at them with one eye. Those who are desperate. I think I even have some kind of, where is this, my automatic eyes? Okay, anyway. So for those who are desperately trying to bring some people closer to them, and their only target is how to bring Simon Ekpa down. We have to learn a lesson. They want to bring Simon Ekpa down. For the past 1 year, or for almost 1 year now, they are fighting Simon Ekpa, and they have not succeeded. The worst part of it is that the more they fight Simon Ekpa, the more the Aquara is getting stronger. And they don't know that the God that brought me to this Biafra struggle is what is using for sacrifice, attack on me. Our own sacrifice, we are not sacrificing human being like Nelly. Our own sacrifice is your attack. If you are attacking me, the dragon is doing like this. Just bring it on. The blackmail, the attack, the lies, the slander, everything you are bringing on me, that is my own sacrifice. Once you are bringing it on, if you cut in my video, post it everywhere, the gods will be raging. The power will be multiplying. That is exactly how I do my own sacrifice. So, the more you are actually giving me a service. I don't pay for it. I am telling you the fact. This is a secret I'm giving you people today. So my own sacrifice is not with a human being. My own sacrifice is that you blackmail me, you slander my name. The more you do it, the more the hanemen adire. And I wonere. And you will keep wondering. On a thing he used to put something in his mouth when he's talking. I have seen all those videos like that. My brother, that is there telling them why no one you are the thing on. I come across a video. Of that woman. One woman like that, you say, how about Muna? Now this time on not a tea. So tell her that video she was doing is the because the more she do something like a video like that, the more you have Nadire. IPOB autopilot is what they don't know is bigger than them. So we are going to ask Nigeria government from tomorrow, after this broadcast, why have they not accepted invading Barrister Ejiofor's house and burning somebody's alive? Why? So let us come to the footage. I will first of all bring the video of how they burnt Barrister Ejiofor's PA alive. I want you all to watch.
Pull it to come up. Pull it to come up.
Now, the thing you are seeing now is what the Nigerian security agent did. This exposition I want to make this evening, I will make this exposition and I will have reserve. I'm not going to. There are some things I will not explain in this exposition because the case is still open. But I want Barrister Ejiofor to pay attention. I want everybody that is genuine in IPOB and Biafra agitation to pay attention. I want those who are genuine, the high-rank officers of the indigenous people of Biafra, to pay attention to what I'm about to explain. I will not explain it completely, but if you are close to the leadership, then, not now, you will get the point I'm trying to make. So this point I'm trying to make now is not for everybody. Okay? The point I want to make is not for everybody. It is for people that know. So I will speak in a coded language somehow. Because this case is still open. But I want to speak in a way that you will understand why Nelly could be alleged to have either masterminded or aided or have given vital information to the DSS to invade Barrister Ejiofor's house. Now, the reason why they will invade Barrister Ejiofor's house was to eliminate anybody that could stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because by that time, they have perfected the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want you to understand that before the attack on Barrister Ejiofor's house, they have perfected the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Completely perfected. So, and if they perfected it, and if Nelly or Febu have confessed to her native doctor, and if all the secrets that we know so far that we have not made public, I want to let you understand this. After the invasion of Barrister Ejiofor's house, like I watched the one we are trying to save, the Calabar, the Calabar boy we are trying to save. We are going to save him. You know, he's going to be free. Like I watched him, he was, you know, ranting that, oh, Barrister Ejiofor was compensated 50 million. Barrister Ejiofor was this, that. And what that, because he don't know what he was doing. But what that boy don't know is that the compensation of Barrister Ejiofor have to do with the previous attack. The previous attack. The previous attack. That boy didn't know that Barrister Ejiofor's house has been attacked before. So when he see that Barrister Ejiofor, that the federal government compensated Barrister Ejiofor, he, you know, he didn't know that Barrister Ejiofor's house has been attacked before. So we are talking about the new attack, which happened in 2021, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnapping was being planned by Nigeria government and Nelly, who gave the information. Now, do you know how I started? I started that Nelly confessed to her native doctor of having hand in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where I started. Now, I am also telling you that the elimination of anybody who could be of help to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started. Barrister Ejiofor was a target. And not only Barrister Ejiofor, from the intel we gathered, not only Barrister Ejiofor, there are a lot of people that were targeted. And I'm going to explain to you people why this is what we have as you know, from our investigation. But I want you to watch what the Nigeria DSS did and tell me what kind of security can do this. Only Boko Haram can do that. The same pattern of oppression is the same way they are burning local government in Anambra, the same way they are burning communities in Imo State, in Anambra, in Ihala, the same way they are burning local government, the same way they are beheading people, the same way they are cutting and chopping off heads, only to blackmail Biafra, nothing else. The same people must minded the killing of Ikonso. I want you people to understand that Ikonso was killed not long ago. Not long ago, before this whole thing started happening. Now, I want you to watch.
Listen.
So, I want you to pay attention to the height of this person in this car. Okay? I want everybody to pay attention to the height of this person in this car. Very, very important. And like I said, the people I am talking to, you know yourselves. I want you to pay attention to the height, to the size of the person that was burnt to ashes by the DSS and Nigeria Army. So the people I talk to, the people I'm talking to, you know what I mean. Pay attention. Pay attention to the size of the person burnt to ashes by a security agent. This is act of terrorism. This is act of terrorism. So pay attention to the size of this person, and you will understand what I'm talking about. Like I said, I am going to be very economic with my word because of what I have explained. But I want you to pay attention to the size of the person that was burnt into ashes. This person is tall. So let us watch the video. Now, one moment. Now, this is Barrister Ejiofor's car. The car you are looking at is Barrister Ejiofor's car. Nigeria security agent entered Barrister Ejiofor's house, kidnapped 4 people, burnt 1 alive, took 2 with them, released 1. Mysteriously. Now, so the car here is Barrister Ejiofor's car. Now, let us continue. Now, it is only terrorists that can do that, right? But I'm telling you, they are the Nigeria security agent. This is what you see in Nigeria. This is what Nigeria has become. This is what Nigeria security, the DSS, have done. And this is what they are doing. This is their modus operandi. So I want you to understand the reason why we must put our heart behind our back. Because this DSS you see, they are terrorists. And they are working for the Fulanisation of Nigeria. So this is the exact pattern of killings in Biafraland. The killing in Nnamdi, the killing in Imo State, the killing in Ebonyi, all these killings, the same pattern. The same thing the DSS have done to Barrister Ejiofor. Now, after 1 year of this atrocious crime, the DSS is yet to issue official statement. The people captured from Barrister's house, they are still in DSS dungeon in Abuja. Nobody have done anything. Nobody have challenged the DSS because it's scared of them. We are not scared of them. Everybody is scared. That is why when you talk, they say, come to Nigeria. When they see me talking, they say, come to Nigeria. It's a threat. When they are inviting you to come to Nigeria, come and fight in Nigeria, they are inviting you. It's a threat. So, they are not inviting you to, to come. They are not inviting you to come and enjoy fresh air. They are not inviting you to come and enjoy something in Nigeria. They are inviting you for you to come so they will assassinate you. Now, what you saw, I want you to go around the world. Is there anywhere a security personnel or security agent will come at the ungodly hour, break into somebody's house, kidnap, kill, burn somebody alive, even if the person is the worst criminal on earth, when the person did not engage you in a gun battle, you don't have right to kill anybody. But this is happening, and it happened in our own barrister's house, Ejiofor. And like I said, I want you to remember what I said, to pay attention to the size of that person. So now we are going to the main exposition. Now let us go and see how they entered Barrister Ejiofor's house. Now we are going to watch the footage of how these people enter Barrister Ejiofor's house. Now watch. This is cam 1. Camera 1 outside. This is a DSS. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. They can never go to Boko Haram like this. Look at them. Camera 1. Because there is no sound, so you just keep watching. We want the world to know what the reason why we are living this country called Nigeria. How long will you continue to live in a country that you don't know when they will come to assassinate you? How long? And not only that, the people in the struggle will even help to facilitate your own assassination. Because Nigeria give them that opportunity, the leverage to go into this kind of crime. Collaborating with security agents to assassinate so that Biafra will not come. This is not hired assassin. These are DSS combined with military and all that. And they have come to confirm that the people they took from Barrister Ejiofor They took them to police and they are now in Abuja in DSS Dojo. So they are not hired assassins. Now, this is camera 2. They discovered camera 2 and they are going to destroy this camera 2. They have entered. They have entered the compound of Barrister Ejiofor. As you can see, this is them. Now they are destroying the camera. They are destroying the camera. Look at it. They use gun. Look at. They use gun. They use AK-47, this thing or something. They use gun to break the camera. They are breaking the camera now. They are breaking the camera because they saw the camera. Now they break the camera. They broke that camera. And here is camera 3. Now, I want you to watch how somebody is coming out. The person did not know what was going on and how they are going to take that person. Camera 3. Now look at it. Look at it. Look at the person. Now look what will happen now. This is the country you want to be part of. Of course, you don't want to, but some ignorant idiot. Now they have entered. Now watch. And the dog, you can see the dog barking. You can see the dog barking. Now, this guy here, look at. One of the innocent man. They captured him. Look at, they captured him. They're going to beat him mercilessly. You see, they captured him. They started torturing him. When you look at them, you know that they are out there to kill. They came to kill. Because at this point, they have completed the mastermind of kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So anybody that is going to be a helper to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, they went after them. Look at the way they are matching the guy on the floor. This one, he sat on the guy. He sat on him. He sat on him. This is the Nigeria. Fulani. Can they do this thing to Gumi? Can they do this? Can anybody invent Gumi house? Look at it. Look at it. They are muzzling somebody who did not have any arms, who did not engage them, who did not have any gun. Look, they were looking for a Jofor to kill him. I want you to understand the reason why we are, fighting this freedom. You don't know. You don't know when they tell you to sit at home. So we are going to sit at home. Is not that it is a strategy we are using. When we say sit at home, sit at home. When we say no election, you should understand that we have our own plan. When we say no election, no election. Nothing in this life will compromise that. This 2023, nothing in this life will compromise that no election. Look at them. The guy is now lying on the floor. This is the exact thing they did in the house of Sunday Igboho. The house of Sunday Igboho, because Sunday Igboho is fighting against terrorism. Fighting against terrorism. Why the Nigerian government supports terrorism? The Fulani conquest. And I want you to understand that on this day, when this attack on Barrister Ejiofor's house was ongoing, I was live, shouting, raising alarm for people in Anambra to make sure that all the road in Anambra be blocked, to make sure that if they succeed in kidnapping Barrister Ejiofor and other, let nobody allow them to leave. In that midnight, I was live. And during this time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still with us. So I want everybody to watch this. Now they're about to drag him. They have whisked him away. Somebody said they killed the dog. Yes. Let us go back. They haven't finished. They are still there. Now, we may take this a little bit, forward. Now, they carry they carry other things. And they are leaving. Look, another person taking. Another person taking. They took 4 persons that day. Now, I want you to observe something. Okay? I want you to observe something. Here, you notice that the first person that they took, that person walked after he lie on the floor for a very long time. When they came, when they came to him, they took him and he walked on his feet. Okay. The second person also walk on his feet, and I think this is the second person. So let us go back a little bit. Let us go back. Now look at it. This person is walking on his feet. This person is walking on his feet. You see, this one is walking. And 2 DSS person, hold him. Now, after that, look at here. Look at this one. This one is not walking on his feet. Look. You see, they were dragging him. They were dragging him. And I want you also to pay attention to the size. Of that person that was being dragged on the floor. Look. Pay attention. Now, if you notice, you will understand that immediately they were carrying that person and coming out, the entire team followed them. The entire team followed them. Now, look at. You see that? You see? Immediately they carried that person, the entire team, the entire security personnel followed them. Okay? They all followed them. Now, what you don't understand here is that something happened here. The reason why these security personnel, immediately that person, they get that person, everybody followed that particular person. Now, it is not that somebody said they really need information from him. Well, that can be true. But it may not be that. It may be something deeper than you can ever imagine. But let us watch and see what happened. We take it front a little bit. Again, they come back. They came back. Now they are going to drive one of the cars. Okay. Now look at how they will drive the car. You see, they drove this car. Now, the reason they drive this car was because they want to burn him. They want to burn him inside the car. Probably he may have been shot right there. Probably, because of course, according to the investigation and the story, they say those captured with him say he was alive. But I want you to listen to that. When they are always telling me, block that one, block this one, block this one, distracting us, and for that reason, the comment section is hereby restricted to only the membership. Now, so if you look at, they have taken the car. Now they are going to put him inside that car outside the house. We'll take it a little bit further. Now this is camera 4. This is the way things are going on in Nigeria. Look at them. Camera 4. You see, you that is today defending one Nigeria, you are not safe. This could be you today. This could be you tomorrow. If it is not, you see, some of you were watching how Rochas Okorocha was praying to God. because it was EFCC. If the idea was to come and kill Richard Okorocha,